Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to Game Aim Plus, where my aiming is gaming. I'm your host, the boy G, and we gonna talk about it. Let's talk about it. Alright, in this video, we are gonna talk about the Nintendo Switch 2 finally being sued. Yes, a lawsuit. Alright, they are getting sued by the government of Brazil. Yes, Brazil. Alright, this is crazy, right? That literally the government of Brazil is coming after Nintendo because the whole breaking the Switch 2 systems and all of this and making them sign like a contractish kind of way of, oh, if you get a Switch 2, you basically have to sign a contract, and when you log in, make an account, do all this, and basically you lose your rights, a lot of your rights as a customer. And in Brazil, Nintendo cannot do that. Nintendo in Japan, they can't do that in a lot of places, not just Brazil. But just Brazil is the ones that came at Nintendo like immediately. Because it's bad enough that in Brazil, to buy a Nintendo Switch 2, you have to pay $800. Do you hear? $800 for a Nintendo Switch 2 in Brazil. I could never, would never, ever pay $800 for a console. Ever. Like, that would never happen. No console should be that much. I don't care what country you're from, where you're at. Like, $800 is absolutely ridiculous, no matter where you live at. That is crazy. Alright? If I was their government, I'd come after Nintendo and the Nintendo Switch 2 also. With you breaking everybody's consoles, canceling their accounts, stopping their consoles from working. You stop my $800 console from working, we're gonna have a problem. That is a lot of money. That is double of what we pay. Okay? And I already thought $450 was bad enough. But, yo, bruh, $800 is wild. Oh, yeah. I see why they're coming after Nintendo. And, bruh, I'm on your side. Shoot, listen. It needs to happen. Alright? Somebody had to come after Nintendo. And I'm glad somebody did this fast. Like, what, in a month span? So, yeah, I'm kind of happy it's happening and that Nintendo's getting attacked, because this needs to happen. Alright, not everybody has the same whatever kind of rules you got going on in Japan. Those rules don't apply for other countries, and that you guys can't apply those rules that you guys have on other countries just because you think you can and because you're Nintendo. No, that's not a thing. That absolutely not. Hold on, sorry, this thing's in my way. But yeah, no, Nintendo from Japan, you can't do that. Alright, maybe the people in Japan, they'll follow your rules with no issue, no problem, whatever. That's cool. But just because somebody, they want to do whatever they want to do with the product that they bought with their own hard money, you can't tell them what they can do or not do with it. You know what I'm saying? That's like me going to buy a basketball, like at Walmart or a store somewhere, and then I want to go somewhere to a park, and I don't want to play basketball with a basketball. I want to kick it around like a soccer ball. Are people from the basketball company of basketballs, of the associations of backup basketballs, are they going to come after me because I didn't want to play basketball with their basketball and I wanted to play soccer with it? No, because they can't tell me what to do. I bought your product. That is mine now. I own that. It is my property. I can do what I want with it, when I want, how I want to. So that's the same thing with Nintendo. If somebody buys a Nintendo Switch 2, you guys shouldn't be the judge, jury, and executioner of what we do with the Nintendo Switch 2 that we bought with our hard-earned money of $450 plus whatever, okay? Because if somebody wants to mod it, hack it, modify it, change something, do this with that, put a hack, put it this, whatever, they can do that. They can do whatever they want, all right? If you choose to want to cancel somebody's Nintendo account, all right, cool. If you want to do that, and they were playing online while playing these hacks and these mods or whatever, and they were signed into their Nintendo account, and then you don't like it, you want to cancel their account, whatever, delete it, that's fine. That is, it is your, that's fine. That's your website, your account, Nintendo, you can do whatever you want with that. But as far as breaking somebody's console, as in making it not able to work ever again with any game, physical or digital, and be able to start a new profile or nothing, and you guys breaking it from wherever you're at, sitting there on your little couch at home with your feet kicked up, with your little cup and drinking your little drink and eating your little food, and you see it pop up on your computer. Oh, Another Nintendo Switch 2 console has been modded and hacked. Would you like to brick? Yes, no. I choose yes. Bricked. You are bricked. It's done. It's over. You cannot use that Switch 2 ever again. That is crazy. You can't do that. That's my Switch. You want to cancel the accounts? That's fine, because you guys own the whole Nintendo account thing and the Nintendo website, and that's okay. That's fine. I get it. That's yours. But the Switch 2 is mine now. It is ours. Okay, we bought it. You can't tell us what to do with it. Okay? We want to buy the Nintendo Switch 2 and use it as a frisbee at the park with my dog Cusco. We're going to do it. Because we can do that. You can't stop us. We bought it. We can do whatever we want with it. Okay? So, Nintendo's being ridiculous with that. Now, mind you, it does not affect me as much because when I buy a Switch or a console or a game, I don't mod my Switches. I don't hack them. I don't try to do things that I'm not supposed to do on my Switches because I just don't. That's just not what I do. But for the people that do like to mod their Switches or certain games on there and hack some things and switch some things around or add something to it because they want, they leave them alone. Let them do what they want. They paid their $450, $500 for their console. Leave them alone. Okay? Nintendo's being way too controlling with all of this. If you do something you're not supposed to do with the Switch 2, you're gonna get bricked. Because we say so. We don't care about your money. We have your money now. We break your system. Nah, that's not right. That is not right. I don't agree with that, and I don't like that. So I'm glad that Brazil is taking action and doing something about it because it needs to be. Something needs to happen, and something needs to change. You can do whatever you want with Japan. That's y'all. You do whatever you want. We can't tell you what to do with your laws over there, with your customer service and customers and whatever. We don't care. That's y'all. But don't be bringing that to the America, Canada, Brazil, and whatever else, and Africa and Australia. Like, you leave them alone. They have their own rules of the government or whatever they got going on there. Okay? And it's bad enough that people that have tried to mod or modify and hack their systems or whatever, try to do something with it, that their systems got bricked. Now, these people, their systems get bricked. Now, they go and they take their Switch 2 and they go sell it at a GameStop or whatever store somewhere or return it. And then the stores don't know that the Switch 2 is bricked. So then when somebody else goes to go buy this Nintendo Switch 2 and they're all excited and happy, and then they go to power it on and try to sign in and make an account, guess what? Now they cannot because Nintendo decided to brick that console with whoever the previous owner was, and now the new owner is basically screwed. The new owner of the Switch 2 is... So now there's just bricked Switch 2s just floating around the world, and people don't even know it, or they don't even know what they're getting themselves into now. Like, it's just crazy. Like, I don't like it. So I'm hoping Brazil wins this lawsuit, sues the crap out of Nintendo, and they change this stupid brick thing, and then go and then unbrick every bricked Switch 2 that has been bricked around the world, alright, before we throw a brick at you, okay, because this is crazy. Alright, you keep bricking Switch 2s, there's going to be a bunch of crew of crazy people that are going to go to the Nintendo building and start throwing bricks at you, okay, like real bricks. I'm talking about like brick, like a brick like, Macaulay Culkin, Kevin was throwing at, the bad guys in, Home Alone 2 off of the building, hitting them in the face. That way of throwing bricks. Okay, sorry, that just went on way too far. But, you know what I mean. Alright, Nintendo has to be stopped. This has to be stopped, and it has to change immediately. But, whatever. This is big. Surprised I haven't seen it all around even more. But, it probably will be once it gets deeper and deeper into this whole sue and lawsuit thing. Being sued and having a lawsuit against Nintendo isn't the first thing. This ain't new. This ain't the first time it's happened. It won't be the last. But yeah, I don't know. Hopefully something happens. They fix it and everything gets unbricked. Whatever. But, I don't know. That's all I got. Okay, that's it. You guys let me know how you feel about all of this and Brazil suing Nintendo and your console. Did it ever get bricked? Did it not? I don't know. Let me know. Put it in the comments. Talk to your boy and let's chitty chat. But yeah, there you go, guys. Game Aim Plus. Please subscribe. Click that little bell button. That way every time I upload a new video, it'll pop up on your phone like, you feel me, dog? You feel me? But yeah, you have a great morning, afternoon, night, whatever it is, wherever you're at. And I'll catch you in the next one. Booyah! Woo!